Welcome to another edition of LSN Sports Insider. I'm Ryan Gentile. COVID-19 wreaked havoc across the world. Here in the greater Houston area, 5A and 6A schools were forced to push back the start of their season a month. So at the end of September, football was supposed to kick off. But for the Dickinson Gators, a canceled game pushed their games back even further. Their first game of the season took place last week, October 2nd, against the Ridge Point Panthers. I sat down with Coach Snelson of the Dickinson Gators to talk to him about what it was like trying to prepare this offseason because of COVID.
I think the biggest challenge was just trying to keep our kids focused on finishing up on their academics and really not getting into their feelings too much, because lots of our guys were on that basketball team that was fixing to play for it all too, and a lot of them were on baseball teams and track teams that were off to really good starts. We were very senior laden last year, and so spring football, we always have about 150 college coaches come by, and so there were a lot of our kids who really kind of missed that opportunity to get some spring football tape out there and let those college coaches see them. So they were disappointed, rightfully so, and just trying to keep them positive and focused on moving forward.
So the score 38-21 last week. The game was a little bit closer than what the score shows. But what was your takeaway from that game, and what impressed you the most from your team in the first win last week?
I think the takeaway was we didn't get too high whenever things were going good. We didn't get too low whenever things were going bad. We actually left about 14 to 17 points on the field, and I thought that after the defense settled down a little bit, they did a good job.
I also got a chance to talk with the tight end of the Dickinson Gators, Jathan Caldwell. He had 3 touchdowns in the game, and I got a chance to find out what it was like for him to prepare for this season, along with what are some of his goals and what was the locker room like before and after their first game of the season.
COVID affected everybody, in some way or another, and the biggest challenge for all of us really was just adjusting to it, but I think we did a good job of that, and we were still able to get a lot of good work in during COVID. For myself personally, I want to at least double all of my receiving stats the previous year, and I want to get better at blocking so that I could be a more complete player. Before, we were all together, and we all had the same common goal. But we weren't as together as we were after, after everybody's just having a good time, everybody's chilling, and I think it brought it closer together, and we're going to have a good season.
Thank you once again to Coach Snelson and Jathan Caldwell for being our guests this week on LSN Sports Insider. The Gators are off to a 1-0 start, and you can catch all the action for Dickinson Gator football all season long on lsnsports.com. We'll see you next week.